What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the Conversation Lab. I'm David here with Jay and Mike, and may I say, a beautiful audience secretly just hanging out with us, by the
Yeah,
way.
something by what they're saying in chat makes me think they could not see us that entire time.
That's hilarious.
So they just see us now.
Wow, could they hear us? They were talking to us, right?
No, I
Oh,
know.
that's
I
so
don't guess
funny.
they were.
Oh, that's
Oh,
fun. All
that's
right, well,
great. That's
like I said,
awesome.
they're here.
Yeah,
This is
first
funny.
episode with a live studio audience here. If you want to join us live while we
Mhm.
do this, take a look at unplayable.gg. You can join our members on the club and be part of the crew that's watching this live. They get to tell us, that we're getting stuff wrong while we're recording this podcast. They get to, oh, nobody sees me.
No one sees Mike. Can you hear Mike?
Is that true?
Okay,
Do we
someone
keep this
sees all
in? Do we
three.
need to start over? This
No,
is
this is fine.
this is great
They
content.
Okay,
they see you.
they
They
see
see
me.
you.
Maybe the person who can't see me. Okay, everybody can see me.
There
Yeah,
we go.
you guys are getting a behind the scenes. Like this is the first time we've done this, so it is thankfully working right now. If you don't
Yeah.
see me and you're in the audience with us right now, maybe refresh. I don't know.
Yeah.
We'll iron out the kinks as we go. But
Yeah.
this is pretty cool. This is exciting that we have
Yeah.
like people
Yeah,
that we
this
can
is
interact
awesome.
with.
Yeah, so we launched our members only club. We got a bunch of people jumping in. Mike's wearing the hat that you can get. There's, we got so many exciting
Jay's looking out the
unplayable merch
window,
things.
hoping that his mailman gets
My
here.
mailman has my package, and I'm looking out. He's supposed to be here by now, and he's not. It's so trash.
Yeah, I got my unplayable coaster. It's
Oh, perfect.
it's really great. Just kidding. This is why we need unplayable coasters, because this sucks.
That's
This
the
thing is
that
awful.
thing from Andor.
Yeah, Mike's the only one that has gotten his swag so far, so
Yeah,
Yeah.
Jim got a mug.
Yep. He went crazy.
That
Oh,
counts for
yeah, he
something.
did get the mug. Yeah.
I want my mug. I want my unplayable coaster. I want all the things.
This is the
So
only thing I've gotten so far, to be fair, and I did order a lot. So
okay.
yeah,
Got it.
All
That's
right.
cool.
So, yeah, so jump in, guys. Unplayable.gg. Check it out. Join in.
Mhm.
Hop
Absolutely.
into, we've got special Discord roles and channels. You can, yeah, give us all your thoughts. So, anything else you want to say on that?
No, but yesterday was Star Wars Day. Did you guys do anything cool?
uh, I watched the first 2 episodes of Tales of the Underworld,
Nice.
and it was sick. I'm like, I want to go back and rewatch the first one because like it ends, or it starts basically right where Dark Disciple the book ends, and
Oh, wow. Okay.
that's my favorite Star Wars book.
Seriously?
If anybody's knows about it, and it's
Oh, I
just
have
like,
to watch this,
oh,
like,
it's
right
so
when we're
cool.
done.
It's so cool. I'm I really want to watch the third one, but we didn't have time last night.
Oh,
But
no
yeah,
way.
they
Okay.
like the first 3 episodes focuses on Ventress, so I'm like a very happy person.
That's
Dude.
insane. I did not think it was gonna just like start at the
Yeah,
end
it
of
was like
that
literally
book.
like the
I'm
very beginning of the series was like transitioned right from the end
So
of
they
that book.
knew. They're like, people are asking, like, what the
Yes,
heck? And
they're like,
how
all right,
is
we got to
this?
answer
Yeah.
this question right up front.
Yeah. Somehow, Ventress has returned
Kind of.
for the real fans out there.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
yeah, I was very excited about that.
Yeah, I did nothing. I'm gonna be honest. The last week of work kicked my sorry butt up and down the street. And so I like hardly got to watch any of the stream from the regional and Star Wars Day. I did nothing Star Wars related. Actually, yeah, I'm gonna throw some shade actually. Actually one of our members only club members is my good buddy Corey. And I love Corey, and he's a very great guy. But he scheduled his kid's birthday party on May the 4th.
Nice.
And I'm like, Corey, man, like, we're supposed to be out, like, saving the galaxy. Like, we can do your kid's birthday party tomorrow or the day before. Nope, May the 4th.
Is his
So,
kid's birthday on May the 4th?
no,
Because
it's
that'd be a
not.
cool birthday to have.
That would be awesome, especially
I'm
for how big of
close,
a
but
Star Wars fan he is.
I'm not there.
But to his credit, he did get out, like, a bunch of lightsabers, and basically the kids chased him around with lightsabers and beat him up the whole
Nice.
time at the birthday party. So that's
Did
what I
they
did for Star Wars Day.
did they dress up as did they each dress up as Anakin and have a youngling pinata that they hit with a lightsaber?
Oh my gosh, Mike.
Because that's what should happen.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Can't wait till you're in that stage of parenting.
I know, yeah.
Yeah, your wife
I'm
goes, "What do you
excited.
want to do?" That's good.
I wasn't
did Jay do
feeling
anything?
I wasn't feeling super good yesterday, so I could have went traveled. It's a drive, but up where my dad lives, he was hosting like a board game Star Wars costume contest day at a brewery.
That sounds
And I
fun.
was gonna go, but I just was feeling like crap yesterday. You could tell a little bit from my voice that I was sick.
Yeah, you
And
definitely look like crap.
yeah. Well, that's aside from the
Unrelated.
sickness. That's just yeah. So I stayed at home all day, did a little bit of cleaning, but my daughter played Fortnite a bunch yesterday.
Mm.
And you guys don't know this because you guys don't keep up with, Zoomer stuff.
Yeah, no.
But Fortnite has a giant Star Wars update right now. So it's like you can play as like tons of characters, get all the blasters, lightsabers, you can fly in the
Oh, that's cool.
ships. In the background of like the map that you're on, you see the Death Star with star destroyers and all that kind of stuff. It's really cool.
Nice.
So that
Sounds
was
awesome.
my little bit of Star Wars yesterday.
That's sick. That's sick.
So sick.
Yeah, you can get Mace Windu now. You can be Mace Windu
That's so
in
cool.
Fortnite.
I did see Thunderbolts. That's not Star Wars related, but I'm
Alright.
excited about it because it's the first movie I've seen in the theater in like 3 years. Because we have a toddler, and it previously was
COVID.
impossible to go to the theater, and COVID was before that. So it had been a while, and it was great. I would
Yeah,
recommend.
lightsaber Larry says no spoilers.
Yeah, no, I
Yeah,
won't
yeah.
say anything about it.
It was
Just that I
probably
enjoyed it.
That's how I feel talking about Andor too. I'm like, because
Yeah.
it's 3 episodes every week, I was like, I did my best to like watch, but I didn't finish all 3 until last night. And I feel the pressure of like not giving away anything. But
All right. I
crazy.
know we gotta talk about Star Wars Unlimited, but I have to ask. You haven't well, it sounds like you haven't been to the movies in probably like 5 years because 3 years ago would have been like 2022 when they were opening up. So like the previous 2 years, you probably didn't go to the theaters
Yeah,
either.
the last movie that I saw in theaters, I'm pretty sure was Thor: Love and Thunder, and I don't know when that came out.
Wow, that was a long time ago.
I'm pretty sure that
2020
was the last one
maybe?
that came out, or that I saw.
So
So
how was
maybe
the
it was 5 years.
how was the experience after having
Okay,
not
Jack says
gone in so long?
2022. So okay, well, it was about 3 years.
Okay. Yeah.
The experience. Oh, dude, I loved it. Like just being in a movie theater again, like walking in, smelling the popcorn, seeing all the movie posters, like it totally like reminded me of when I was in high school and I'd go see movies every weekend. I loved it. The two things I didn't love was that someone was smoking in my theater, and so that was
What?
annoying. And then
In
uh,
2025?
yeah, small town.
Is that like that's illegal, right? Like I'm
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
okay.
it was. I don't think it was tobacco. And then the second
Oh.
the second was
There it is.
there was a literal baby in my theater. Thankfully, the baby only cried for the first like 5 minutes of the movie, but still like an actual like 3, 4,
Like
4-month-old baby.
that's
It's like
insanity.
just don't go to a
Thunderbolts?
movie theater.
Why
Yeah, like
um,
fairly violent, like very loud Marvel movie. I guess they just really needed to see it for some reason, but like
they did.
go like see it at the very end of its
That's
run
crazy.
when nobody else
Yeah.
is going to be in the theater and you don't have to bother anybody.
That's crazy.
So
That's
I arrived and I was like, "Yes, this is so great." And then like in the first 3 minutes it was like, "Wow, it smells and also baby's crying. This sucks." But I'm
This
so
is
glad
not
I'm
my
here
living
because
room.
like yeah, exactly. Like hearing the surround sound and
Oh
like the giant
gosh.
screen and stuff. The movie theater near me has like the comfy seats that recline back and everything. It was a good time, but it also
Yeah.
reminded me that I don't like being out in public with random people
What
sometimes.
what's the next Star Wars movie coming out?
Probably Mando
Mandalorian and
and
Grogu.
Oh,
Grogu.
that's right. Yeah, that's like May of next year or something like that.
Yeah,
Is that already? Is that
2026.
next year? That's crazy.
Yeah,
I'm
we're
pretty
in a
That's
sure.
crazy.
drought of Star Wars movies, though.
Yeah.
Luckily, we have like
Yeah.
Andor season 2 right now, Skeleton Crew, but
Yeah.
like no
I still haven't
movies.
watched Skeleton Crew.
I mean, I went to go see Revenge of the Sith last weekend, so
I
I got
know,
to see a
it's
Star
yeah,
Wars movie
I
in
wish
theaters.
that I could have seen that.
All right,
Yeah.
we should probably talk about Star Wars Unlimited at
Yeah.
some
Oh
point.
yeah, that's what
I
this
agree.
podcast is
I
about.
agree.
And Jay's only got like 40 minutes left, so
There we go. But yeah, Jim is not here, as the people were asking in chat. Jim might be making coffee. I don't know. We haven't really heard from Jim, so if anybody hears from Jim,
I've
Yeah,
never
he's-
seen
he's
Jim.
dead again.
Never mind.
it's good. Guys, Set 5 spoiler season has begun.
Yeah.
Can you believe it?
Yep.
It's
it's been
exciting.
unlocked. It is exciting. There like all these Force things coming out. I mean, we're gonna do a proper spoiler recap in another video, so we're not gonna get into all of it right now. But any like kind of high flying opinions or thoughts on what you're
I mean,
seeing?
this set so far looks like it's going to be my favorite set of this game. Like all the Force stuff, all the characters they're bringing in, the fact that Darth Revan is in it. Like I've already changed
Who?
my profile picture in Discord to Darth Revan now. Yeah, I've always loved Revan since I played Knights of the Old Republic when I was a kid. David, I know you know nothing about this, but uh, such an awesome like character and inclusion in this game. It's like when we interview Jim at Galactics, I want to know the story about how they got Revan into Star Wars Unlimited because uh, it's so cool. It's so cool. I'm so glad that they did it.
Yeah, I never expected to see Legends characters. Like I truly just thought like, oh, that's like not okay with like a Disney
Yeah,
licensed
right.
product. But
The interesting thing is like Revan specifically, like they have like Hot Toys like action figures of Revan. They've got like some merch of Revan. So like for some reason they're cool with him and cool with like some of the like Knights of the Old Republic stuff, but they're not as cool with like like Mara Jade and like Corran Horn, Dash Rendar. Even though like I think they just recently released like a Mara Jade lightsaber at Disney parks or whatever.
Yeah, I
So
think so.
they're maybe getting a little bit more comfortable with like bringing in legend stuff and monetizing that.
mm,
Um, I don't know. I'm excited. I think it's pretty sick.
yeah,
Yeah, they changed the name of Fett's ship again. It's like Fett's starship
Again?
now. It's not like Fett's Fire Spray anymore, or whatever it was.
Oh, is that the Lego thing?
Yeah,
Yeah, it's I think it's they call it Jango
Fett's
Fett's Starship or something.
starship. Yeah,
Yeah,
something
yeah.
weird.
Just go back to Slave One. I'm sorry. uh, but yeah,
But yeah, I'm super
it's
hyped
so
for
hype.
all the spoilers. I feel like they've dropped a lot in just the last week.
Yeah.
I will say it was a little bit like I feel like they should have done something cool for Darth Revan being the first like Legends thing, the first
it was
no
May the
colored
4th,
aspect.
man.
I
Yeah,
get it.
but
I
they could
said
have
that.
they could have revealed something else on May the 4th and made a bigger deal about Revan. I agree with Jay. I think they should have done it on a live stream
Yes. Or something.
and
I mean, I'm
had the
hyped for
context
it.
around it of
Don't get me
I
wrong.
guess, but it was May the 4th during the largest Star Wars Unlimited event they've ever had.
Okay, well, get in
That
on
seems
that
pretty big
stream.
to me,
Get on
guys.
that stream. Oh wait, but you're not hosting the stream because you're not doing official streams at events. So you can't do that. So it's on
But
their
the stream
fault.
was great.
It was great.
Rewatching it, yeah.
did
But
they
like they could have revealed
was it
it on the
revealed
stream.
on stream specifically or was it revealed
No, it was
online?
just online. They could at least I mean, if they're contracting these people, just get them to reveal it
Yeah.
on the
I don't know.
stream.
I mean, like I would have liked to hear the context around like how they, brought legends in and how they were thinking about legends. Like while they were revealing Revan.
Mhm.
Uh, Halfrick's asking if we saw the Revan mat. We absolutely did. I'm gonna put that up on the screen when we talk about some of that
Mm.
stuff because I love it.
Yeah. Yeah.
uh, yeah.
Yeah, like I think we all talked about how set 4 with the pilots feels like it brought in this like new flood of people who are like that's just really cool. Like putting Darth Vader on a ship with a bunch of ties, like it just feels like Star Wars, right?
Hmm.
And it was sort of the exciting like, oh, and I think set 5 is going to do the same thing. Like it's part of me is like, man, they did like banger after banger. It seems like and I'm just pumped. I just happened to open Discord right now and I'm already seeing like more spoilers.
Oh wow.
Um
Yeah,
but it just
yesterday we had like 12 to talk about. Now we're gonna have like 17 to talk about.
yeah.
They revealed
Um
the new Star Wars Unlimited con exclusive packs.
Yeah. Okay. So if we want to get into that now,
Yeah,
Wait,
let's
maybe we talk about that.
but any just highlights of like the cards been revealed again. We don't have to get into, but anything that
Revan.
you're like, dude, that looked okay. Revan, all right.
Revan.
Is that for both of you? I don't know who it is. So I like I'm not trying to like twist the knife or something. I'm like whatever. It doesn't.
I mean,
He
I
looks
think they're
fine.
all cool. Marin's cool.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Very excited about Marin too, which you also don't know.
Yeah.
Nope.
That's from another video game.
I like this guy called Obi-Wan Kenobi.
Yeah.
Do you
That's
guys
fair.
know
who's
one?
that?
But honestly, he looks kind of sick. I'm kind of pumped
That
about it.
showcase better be a banger
Yeah.
Yes,
with his
yes.
armor and everything.
That's like a 100% purchase for me right there.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like I'm gonna want all the showcases from this set. Like
Yeah.
they're they're gonna be sweet.
If
Okay,
they drop another Mace, dude, and he's actually playable, I will be so hyped. Like a Mace
yeah.
that has like Shatterpoint ability of some kind. Like I'd be
Oh,
so
heyo.
hyped for that. Oh,
All right, I'm showing the
we're sharing
screen.
our screen.
Yep. So this is the Revan mat that we were
Whoa.
talking about.
Galactic Championship.
Galactic Championship mat. This is given out to people who got the premium one, right? Is that right, Jay?
Premium or VIP?
Okay,
Which
sweet.
I did premium.
I'm
So
90% sure I did premium because I
you you
almost did
you did.
VIP and then I did like the next
You
level
did premium.
down.
I think David did
I'm
premium as
regretting
well.
not doing VIP
Yeah, me too.
in general, but
Yeah, I did not do VIP for.
you did
Galactic.
premium, I think.
I think you did
So
premium.
I think you'll get this mat too.
There was 3 tiers, like VIP,
I think you
premium.
did the middle
Oh,
tier.
I forgot. Yeah. Okay, got it.
Yeah.
So you just get
Uh,
this. This mat looks so sick, and I love the outline around his hand, and it looks kind of comic booky with the
Yeah.
dots around it and all that stuff. It's so sick. I love this.
It's so good. This is
All right,
like
somebody send
oh,
me a YouTube video so I can learn who this guy is. Just somebody
You
drop that in
are this
Discord,
guy.
please.
yeah.
Spoiler.
So okay, for context, I'll give like the 3-minute thing. In
Thank
Knights of the
you.
Old
I'm not the
Republic,
only one.
no,
Come on.
you're certainly not. In Knights of the Old Republic, which is a video game that came out in the 2000s, you play the game as a character who's being trained as a Jedi who lost his memory or whatever, and you learn about this big bad named Darth Revan who, kind of like wreaked havoc across the galaxy. And you play the game, and it's a game where like you make decisions, and your decisions matter in terms of like your light side or dark side alignment. So you can, as a player, go more to the light side or the dark side, and it lets you unlock certain like skills that you wouldn't, or dialogue trees that you wouldn't otherwise, depending on which side you go to. But by the end of the game, you find out that you are Darth Revan, and they wiped your memory or whatever. You lost your memory, and so you either turn to the light side because that's sort of the way that you were going in the game, or you realize that you're Darth Revan and you go back to the dark side and stuff.
Okay, that's
But
a
just
great
very cool
idea for a
storyline, like
game.
amazing twist, especially for the time in video games, and like just look at him, like he's awesome.
Okay, Gamer Dad says I can play the game on my phone. Is that
That's true.
true?
That is true.
Yeah, you
Like,
can.
I thought this game was like 20 years old.
It is.
Yeah.
They've ported it to like every platform possible.
Our phones are powerful enough to play console games from the early 2000s.
It's
Can
true.
I play GoldenEye?
Probably if you find an
yeah,
emulator.
probably.
I will stream GoldenEye for unplayable if that's possible. That's my one exception.
We should find a way to like bring an N64 to one of these events, and
Yes.
when we host our meetup, we can have like live in person GoldenEye.
Dude, I will
Gosh.
mess some people up with Kirby and classic Smash.
Yeah,
all right.
yeah, GoldenEye, Smash, Tony Hawk's
Classic
Pro
Smash.
Skater, all the classics.
Someone mentioned they think this might be the showcase art for Revan.
That would
would
be insane.
That would be cool.
that would
I
would like
that
that.
Force Lightning.
Yes, please. Wow.
Yeah. Would be a good art.
Yeah.
Wow.
What's on the next
we'll,
slide?
we'll talk more about Revan when we like get
Do our
into our
spoiler.
spoiler recap,
Yeah,
which will be in
sounds good.
another video. But okay, yeah, the next one was they revealed the con exclusive pack for 2025. What do you guys think about these?
I think these look awesome. I love these. Like, I don't care if the icons for the what are they called? Aspects are
Aspect
like a
icons.
different color. Like, I don't care. I think these look freaking sweet. I mean, they could have just kept them the same color. I don't see what if it would have made a difference, but
Like I see they do look really cool. I wish that the background color was tied to the aspect rather than tied in with the character more. Like if it was R2D2, but it was like a heroism sort of shaded background, I don't think it would have taken away from it necessarily. Like it I don't know. Like you'll get it when you sit down across from BD1 and it's like actually yellow and not red, but it looks like it should be red. So that's just
Yeah, I'm
don't know.
a little confused if people put these in their decks, but
No, you're
It's cool.
not. When you see the actual versions of these cards, and then they play these, you're gonna know what they are.
Is Chopper a 4/1?
Chopper
Holy
is a
smoke.
4/1
Yeah. So what do
red
you think
card.
about the fact that I'm pretty sure they confirmed on the stream that 3PO and Chopper are not next set. They're set 6.
They did that for the last one too, the last box. Because
Did they?
they put Ventress and Darth Maul in the box, and
Ah,
those were set 3 when we had only had set 1 out, I think, or set 1 or
No,
2.
interesting.
set 2 had just released. Or it
Well,
hadn't
they'd
released yet.
revealed
Yeah,
the
yeah,
box
yeah. Yeah,
before set
you're
2
right.
came
You're
out, I
right. You're right.
think.
Okay. Okay.
That's
So,
cool.
yeah, it's cool that they're
Well,
doing it. I like that they have characters and cards from across the whole year. I think that
Hmm.
that's smart and very cool. Uh, also, like, yeah, these look really cool. They look great. I love the treatment of them.
But yeah, Chopper's a 2 cost
I
4/1. That's crazy.
Yeah,
yeah.
that's crazy stats.
They, yeah. When this unit deals combat
Yeah,
damage
and
to
a
a
kinda
base,
crazy
each player
ability.
discards a card from their hand.
Yeah, gross.
Holy smokes.
Just make it stop. I'm gonna play whatever ping
I
leader
will.
exists so that I don't have to deal with that.
Yeah. I mean, yeah.
I'll just
I,
still
I,
play Ventress.
as far as the compact goes, I'm like, I will never own this, so I don't
Yeah,
really.
I don't own the first one.
Oh, I have too many.
Yeah.
Eh,
I will for sure grab at least one of these. I like that the box is like R2D2 also. I think that's fun.
Yeah.
that does
That's
look
cool.
cool. Yep.
If these are more like accessible, I'll get them. But I'm not paying prices of the what are they called? Scalpers. I'm not paying
Yeah,
scalper
yeah,
prices
yeah.
for these.
Okay, Will wants somebody to read the Arabesh on them. So here, let me zoom in real quick. Okay, right here it says D House is trash.
No way. That's our spoiler too.
That is
That's
our
our L3.
spoiler.
That would be yeah. Thank you guys.
That's hilarious.
Yeah,
I'm
they
okay
did that
with
just for us.
Yeah.
I am curious now what they actually say.
Yeah,
Someone will have to link
I
that in
used to know
Discord.
how to read it because I am
A
a
nerd.
Giga nerd.
Freaking nerd.
I probably could read it, but it would take me a while.
You're such a nerd.
Yeah,
That's
so-
good.
Yeah.
What's a do you have I didn't know if you had another thing.
No,
Okay.
well, those are only slides I made, but I think I'll share screen again when we talk about the meta stuff.
Okay.
Okay. You also had here prestige frames.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
The
Jay
u-
want to talk about that.
I forgot about that. But me and you were in a call when we were talking about this, and someone suggested that it might just be like all arts, or like they're doing different types of treatments or borders for set 5 other than hyperspace. I think somebody said in the Discord.
Yeah, they mentioned that in something that FFG
But
posted. I don't remember what.
then I read the actual tweet, and it said, "No, this is the prestige. These are the prestige frames. You should try to put that up on the screen." So
Yeah,
people
hang
can
on.
Is
Let
it
me
the
let me see if I
Grogu?
can find it.
yeah,
You guys
the
can talk about
Okay,
it.
guys.
Grogu.
I'll hold my
Oh,
phone and it's effective.
it's just as good. It's basically the same.
There it is.
That is
See,
so
look at
clear.
that pristine
That
quality.
is so clear.
Yeah.
This is what you
iPhone
guys watch this
16.
podcast for, right?
It's beautiful. Look at Grogu.
I think it looks really cool. I don't mind that it's not completely borderless, because it kind of looks like a chip that you slide into like a one of the Jedi temple things.
Oh, that's cool.
That's kind of what it looks like
It's
to me.
like like a thing from the archives
Like
or
a
whatever.
memory, yeah, like a memory stick or whatever.
That's cool. I want to see the rest of them. I want to see what the rest look like before I make a decision on whether or not I
I'm
like it.
assuming they're gonna all have that gold background and have the same frame. I don't know for sure, but that's my guess, because that's what they did with set 4. Is they all had the same black background and no frame or whatever.
Yeah,
I don't know.
I'm excited to see more. I wonder if we'll see more today on their the stream that they're doing.
Yeah, they're live right now.
They're doing one right now?
Well,
They just played.
for
they're live on
Revenge of the
stream right now.
Fifth.
Yeah, for
Yeah.
it's like Star Wars Game Day or whatever.
Got it.
Which is where we got the Matt reveal and the convention exclusives. So,
Ah,
but
sweet,
they might
okay.
be done doing Star Wars Unlimited
Sure,
spoilers. I
sure.
don't know.
They probably are, because I think they're swapping to the
Moving
deck
on to a different game.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I think they look really nice. Personally, I'm a
Yeah.
fan.
I think they look cool so far.
All right, let's talk about something other than art and things I'll never own. Hey, the largest event ever happened this
800
weekend.
and how many?
855, I think.
800,000 people.
855.
This SWU competitive hub says 860. So,
That's actually crazy.
All right.
um,
I'm bringing
woo.
up the
or SWUmeta.net. There's a couple
charts
different
here.
options here.
Yeah, someone in our Discord shared this, and I kind of like the way this site is set up.
Okay,
Yeah,
first
this looks like a
thing.
nice UI.
First, awesome that we had, biggest event ever. I don't think Minnesota's going to be bigger, but I hope
do.
it is.
I think
hope
we're
it
gonna
is.
get 1,000. I'm
I
calling
hope,
it
but
now.
I think
I've
it's
seen
gonna
a
be
lot
bigger
of
too,
people
actually.
complaining about it being Memorial Day weekend. In my mind, I'm like, that's a better
That's
thing.
the
Like, I have
perfect
more
time.
likelihood to go to something
Yeah.
where I don't have to take a Monday off. Like I
Yep.
can. So, um,
Yep.
the first thing I want to acknowledge, since this is the conversation lab, is
Yeah.
that ECL has regained its number one spot
sir.
The
by
top
4.
base still.
Yes, sir.
And Tarkin Town Hall isn't even second. It's third.
Not even second.
Yeah, because everybody and their mom loves Data Vault right now.
Data Vault.
My mom especially loves Data Vault.
Data Vault.
Mon
is here.
Mothma especially loves Data Vault.
So I mean, just that alone, I when I saw the ECL set, I was very surprised, but then I thought, well, it does make sense because everyone wants to play Sabine, and Sabine's done
Yeah,
well
I wonder what percentage of this is just Sabine ECL.
Just
Yeah.
Sabine.
because there's
Sabine
141 Sabines.
So I would say
okay,
about
so it's-
139 of them are
Yeah.
ECL.
Yeah,
Two
because
of them
what
were
deck
Data
won?
Vault. 2 of them were Data Vault. Sabine Data Vault 1.
Yeah,
Yes.
what?
Wild deck list.
Yeah.
Should I click on it?
Yeah, let's go
Will
ahead
this-
and
Yeah,
will this
let's
let-
go
let
ahead.
us
Let's
see?
do it.
We'll go
Let's-
back
let's-
to the charts in a second. Let's
Yeah.
go ahead and see what this guy's cooking up here.
Yeah, this is sick.
We've got just Frisk. I don't even know what Frisk does.
So it goes onto a vehicle and you can
defeat
defeat
an
an upgrade that costs 2 or less.
Yeah.
I mean,
So shields, I guess. Okay,
Shield,
I really want this person.
entrenched.
Oh, entrenched is a good one. Yeah, that's a good one. Like this person really hated upgrades because they
Yeah,
also had
he's
3
also-
Ketsus.
Yep. Did not
There
want
you
you
go.
entrenching or anything
well,
like that.
maybe it could be
Shields.
especially this trades into like
Village
L3s
protectors.
and
They both, yeah, those
crafties.
they're both 3/2s basically. Just fascinating.
Yeah, it's really interesting.
Such a cool deck list.
And then on space side, they got the Adelphi Patrol Wing, which
I really like this card. I've always liked
typically
this
doesn't-
card.
yeah.
But yeah, like you definitely have to play with the having the initiative in mind when you put this in your deck.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I saw a turn where a guy didn't even, I think it was in the finals. He didn't even flip his Sabine on 4 because he was outpacing the Kira. He took the initiative so he could play that and attack for, I think he had like I don't know. He had a high powered unit on
Wow.
board. Like either a K2 or a Cham or something like that. I think it was a Cham. He just swung for
Eh,
7. 'Cause
Yeah,
it's like,
that's crazy.
I don't need to flip my Sabine. I'll just play this dude.
But also 3 Senatorial Corvettes,
Yeah,
which I've only
that's
seen
cool.
in like well, just a couple other shells, but like
It gets through
again,
Bright
dude.
Hope, and
Saboteur.
the When Defeated is super relevant against decks.
Control
Like
against
that's really
control.
cool. I think it's
Yep.
This is like such a cool deck list.
And the Radis, like
Yeah, Bradis is cool too. Like it's just a lot of power.
and they do have resistance stuff in there, right? You got
Yeah.
Podamerons and
Yeah,
And
what is it? Poe
is Frisk?
and no, Frisk is not. Frisk is New Republic, I think.
oh, okay.
Is it literally just Poe? That's funny.
Adelphi.
That
I
might
think
be
that's New
Resistance.
Republic,
No, that's New Republic
That's
too.
New
Yeah,
Republic.
Corvette. That's Republic.
the
but
Corvette.
that doesn't count.
Wow.
So literally just Poe.
What's
And
the
then
Phoenix
3
Squadron?
forecast, 3 Rebel Salt,
That's
3
Rebel.
Timelies.
Rebel.
Yeah,
Yeah,
sick.
that's it.
Just-
I also really respect the commitment to the cards that he was playing, where it's just literally everything is a 3 of that he could have a 3 of, and then
Yeah.
the 1 bombing run. I think that shows that like he really came with a game plan and was like, "This is what I'm doing. These are the cards I want to see. No
Yeah.
nonsense. Let's just make it happen." I love that.
Yeah, as someone who has been playing a lot of Data Vault, that's probably a lesson for me, honestly. Like I look at that, I'm like, I have too many 2 ofs in a Data Vault deck. Like
Yeah.
it probably should just be like make the hard decision, go threes, make it because the whole argument against it is it makes your deck less consistent. But if you are insistent on consistency and you do up threes of everything, I mean, it's not perfect, but I mean, clearly, homebrew took it down, 860 players.
This is
So,
awesome. Yeah.
Will mentions crate in the sideboard, but like if you get to 9 because you are on Data Vault and you play that, you're already pressuring the base so much that it threatens just killing their base because they're probably so low
yep.
if they try to remove it or anything.
Or if they play
Crazy.
Yeah.
anything, yeah,
So
you
cool.
could, yeah. It's crazy, man. Like,
Cool
are
deck,
we
cool deck,
like,
cool deck.
Really cool
yeah?
deck.
I don't know.
I
I hope I don't have to play against this a bunch.
I feel
Oh,
like
the Radis is resistance, isn't it?
the Radis is resistance. Yeah.
So we have
but
two.
the Radis is the thing that wants you to have
Oh,
resistance.
Yeah, that's
cards.
what we
okay.
were saying. Yeah.
Okay, got it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's weird.
So I mean, I don't think he cared about it having Sentinel. I think
Yeah,
it was
probably
just
not.
like, a 7 cost ship with 8 attack and a
That
win
if
defeated
you
that can
killed
kill
it,
something else.
he got to do something. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's
You get to go
crazy.
8 to something, which is pretty sweet.
Wow.
I
Yeah.
kind of was hoping to see you jump to light speed so that you can do the shenanigans with the Radis,
Oh, the
like indirect
That
Lightspeed
plus.
Assault, I think.
Yeah, Lightspeed
That's what
Assault.
it
Jump to
is.
Lightspeed is the other one.
Yeah,
Those
yeah.
are the
Sorry,
ones.
So cool.
light speed assault.
It
But I just have to give it up. Like anytime I see someone break the mold and
And
think
then
outside the
absolute
box and do well with
dominate.
it, it makes me happy because this
Yeah.
game is about creativity, right? Like,
Mm-hmm.
and
It
no one, probably everyone sat down and was like,
like how
looked
how,
at
do-
it
how
for a
do I
second,
play
like,
against this?
wait, what? Yeah, what's different about this? And
Scroll
uh,
down.
I love when
I
people
want to
do
see
that.
what he played.
Yeah, what did he play?
What did he get any
what did he lose
losses
to?
to? Kylo Ren
Han Solo,
Tarkentown beat him
audacious
once.
smuggler.
It looks like
Yeah,
Cad Bane beat him
Han
once.
Yellow.
That's the
And
only
that's
game that he
Oh,
lost,
yeah,
right?
yeah.
He only
Yeah,
lost to
yeah, it was just the Han.
Han Yellow.
Yep. Crazy.
Huh. He did drop games though. Kylo, Cad.
Sure. Yeah. Yeah, he had a lot of
Yeah,
Oh,
there's a lot of
3 games.
2-1s.
It's the middle draw or is the middle lose? It's gotta be lost, right?
The
It's not draw.
third one is draw. The third number.
Not on
'Cause
the front.
003 draw at 13.
If you go to the front page, if you go, we're on Melee. Never
Yeah, we're
mind.
on Melee. Yeah.
You're not on the other one.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
Great.
I mean,
Well,
that's
crazy.
wild. It feels like the metagame is wide open. Feels like you can play basically anything, which is awesome. I love
What-
that.
Yeah.
It
Because
feels like you could play basically anything and like have a chance at making day 2, but
Mhm.
I don't think we're seeing basically anything in the top.
That's true. That's true. At least in terms of leaders. But there's still, I guess what I'm trying to say is like there's still room for surprises.
And innovation.
And I like
sure.
that. Like, yeah,
Yeah.
still a lot of room for innovation and
Yeah.
variance in.
Yeah.
I mean, like, is this like, yes, it's still Sabine Green, but it looks so much different from Sabine ECL that it's like,
Yeah.
I feel like it's an entirely different deck.
Yeah. Also, shout out to Yeho Sarah. I don't know how to say that name, but Ray Data Vault,
Mhm.
top 8, did it. And then
Here,
the winner of
cool.
one of the PQs I watched last night on McClunky Gaming won it with Ray Data Vault because
Yep.
they saw this deck
oh, nice.
doing well, built it that night, showed up to the PQ and won the whole dang thing.
Crush.
That's how you
with
do
Ray
it,
Data
right there.
Vault.
Not
So,
how I do it, but how other people do it that are better than me.
Yeah, it at least part of me is saying like, well, it was like the suspensions, but also the addition of Data Vault that I feel like maybe made some people pick up some like other ideas of like, oh, if I have 3 extra health and
What
Mhm.
can
I have a
do?
little bit more room here.
I have to say, I'm not a fan of the grindier matchups. I'm
Yeah,
not a huge fan.
I agree with you.
And some of these feel like they're only viable because of the ability to do recursive things. So, like in this deck, you like play Mon Mothma, grab a card. You
Ray.
play Bright Hope, bounce the Mon Mothma, play Mon Mothma again, grab a card. Ewing, put down the R2, and then put a 3PO, grab a card. And it's like you just cycle all these things and get card draw, and it's like it's really
Yeah,
cool.
We got two restocks on
Bro,
the
we
got
sideboard,
the
which lets you know
restocks.
what their plan is against control.
Hold on, does that say 62 cards?
It
Yeah.
sure does.
Yeah. And
You're
I'm
a baby.
almost all right. You have to. Well, I was listening to the stream last night, and they suggested that in the finals, both players, because it was Kira versus Ray, took their entire sideboard and put it in their deck. Is that legal?
Yeah,
Can you
you
include as
could just
many?
add.
You
So
can't just.
it was
It
playing a
doesn't have to
72 card
be.
deck.
If you have 62 cards in your main deck as your thing, and then you go to sideboard, you don't have to remove and go and add to 62. You can just throw everything in.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's what both players did. Is they just threw everything in their deck.
Because
Because
I mean,
Ray
they
in,
knew
think
what
you're
they were
going to
playing
mill.
towards,
Yeah.
in
and
game one, Ray lost because they got milled out.
mm-hmm. I mean,
Uh,
maybe there's a benefit to playing 2 extra cards
It's
wow.
crazy.
in that scenario.
Yeah, I
Playing
don't.
That's
72.
awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh. Ugh.
I don't wanna shuffle a 72 card deck, I'm
I
sorry.
know, dude. Even just shuffling
72
60, it
card,
makes me so
Yeah,
triple
triple
uncomfortable.
sleeve
sleeved, like,
deck.
monstrosity.
Like the only thing that keeps me from playing more Twin Suns is having to shuffle that stupid deck.
I was playing, at my PQ, which I'm sure we'll talk about in a second, like, against, my opponent was playing Han Data Vault, and he double sleeved his deck, and his deck was, like, this tall. And, it was a difficulty.
Yeah, Jack
Uh,
said just can't have more in sideboard than 10, so can take 2 out and be at 60.
had
Can't,
72
Can't
so
take
can't take 2 out.
72 cards in his deck, and I swear he still always had blue leader for the first 3 to 4 turns of the game
Yeah.
in all 3 games.
Yeah,
Like,
blue leader's
what?
cracked. Yep.
Card's
Every
good.
time. This is crazy. This is a crazy deck, and it's crazy what it can do.
Yep.
There was
Yep.
a freaking trench that was running tables until
I heard about
I
that.
think it made it day 2, maybe? But it didn't make it very much further, but, like, it was doing stupid stuff too. It was so childish. It was some of the most childish gameplay I've ever seen on a stream. Like, looping restocks and putting Bounty
Oh,
Hunter
yeah, please
Crews,
stop.
Bazines, restock, and Vigilances back into his deck. It was literally at no deck, and it would just, like,
pretty
put those
miserable.
3 cards back there,
Yeah.
Bazine out a Vigilance from your opponent or whatever they have, and then
Mhm.
Bounty Hunter Crew, put the restock back in, or if you need to, and then if they do, like, it was so stupid.
That's so degenerate.
It was awful. And then putting like Palpatine's return back in so that you can at any point you can grab whatever card from your entire deck that you want because you just grab whatever's in your discard pile. Like, it's so childish.
Yeah.
I hated
Yep.
it.
Yep. We need the quintessential card that just exiles your entire discard pile from the game.
Yes, something, because I don't want that to be the meta. And
Yeah.
like
No,
every
thank you.
every tournament in the last like month has slowly been getting more and more like that.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, Savina's winning, but if you play something grindy, you're gonna be playing some really grindy games.
Yeah. I'm definitely not playing Control in Minneapolis. It's just I don't want games like that.
No.
I mean, yeah, and when you play it, you have to go fast. Like you have to know your
Yeah.
lines really, really quickly. You can't.
Yeah.
You don't have time to.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Speaking of which, I've got a PQ on Saturday. What should I play?
Not Ray Data Vault, please. I don't know.
I think it's
Or
cool.
that.
It's
It's a cool
better
deck.
than the other ones, I think,
That
because
trench
you're not
nonsense.
it's not as like
I still
all
think
in.
you would enjoy Anakin Blue.
Yeah.
And there were a handful of Anakin Blues
It
that
made
did well here.
finals.
Yeah.
It
It made the finals.
It makes sense. It's just
It was a cool
a little
deck.
boring
too.
because
Very
other
cool
people
deck.
play it.
Let me see, what version of Anakin was this?
Let's see.
I'm curious. Did he
So
have
he was playing 30 health base, not
51
no
cards.
Colossus.
lightsabers,
Yeah, no lightsabers. Kind of, I mean,
no
Kinda
ready
just like the
card,
good-
bravado?
the good stuff. The good, like, red, blue
Oh
hero
yeah,
stuff.
the Outer Rim Outlaws coming in.
Those guys are so good.
Yeah, this deck and Gar Saxon, so good.
Hmm.
Yeah, looks like he's just playing good stuff. Looking
Makes
at it here.
sense.
I like it.
Three pillage main
3
deck.
pillage. Yeah, it's pretty sweet.
Huh.
There you go. So not Colossus. That's definitely
Yeah, neither of the top 8
The
Anakins
top
were
8, yeah.
Colossus. I don't
because
think.
they're
Yeah,
all
this was
they're all
Crystal
teching
City.
for Quinlan's probably.
Yeah, Quinlan
pretty
just
cool.
absolutely wrecks you
Yeah,
if you are on Colossus.
Hmm.
not if you pillage them first.
Fair.
It's
That
true.
is fair.
It's true.
Cool.
All right.
All right. Mike, you want to talk about your PQ? You won one this weekend, right?
Yeah. In my heart. Yeah, no, it was a ton of fun. So, I actually didn't know that I was going to be going to a PQ until like the night before, or 2 nights before, I think. And like I had put myself on the wait list that week, and they called me and they were like, "Hey, we have a spot open up. You know, you want to take it?" And I was like, "Okay, give me 2 hours. I'll call you back. I'll let you know." And I decided to go because I wanted to um, play in a bigger Star Wars event, and two, like get some more competitive tournament long day experience before going to Minneapolis because it's been a really long time since I've done that, since Gen Con, really. And yeah, I don't know. I just wanted to kind of uh, bring Ventress as well to a competitive event. And I knew I was specifically not going to bring Ventress to Minneapolis because I want to showcase hunt there. And I've got plenty of Ventress showcases already. So it's my sort of one shot to play Ventress in this set at a large event. And so I did that, and it was a lot of fun. The day before, like when we were streaming on that Friday, I couldn't figure out how to beat Sabine with the deck that I had built. And so I like tweaked a bunch of stuff. I had like had this epiphany where I was like, oh, like maybe you're supposed to. So instead of like restocking or playing Super Laser Tech on turn 2, I was like, oh, wait, it's better if I do that on turn 4 when I'm at 5 resources so that I can like flip Ventress onto a 4-cost ship and then attack right away with it um, against those decks. And it was working out okay. And so I like completely changed my strategy and I was like, oh, let's build the entire deck around this now, which uh, like I both think was a cool idea and also like maybe not the best because it made it worse against everything else and I didn't quite realize that at the time. Um, and I lost to Sabine at the event anyway, so it didn't even matter there. Um, but it made me think about deck building differently than I have before. I was like, okay, like let me actually consider like the different play lines and I don't know, it's just that like not a way that I usually think about like building decks in the game.
We're very like vibe driven deck
Yes.
builders.
Yes.
Just put good
Yes.
stuff in and then try to make a
This brings me
combo.
joy.
It's a very
Yeah.
nice way of saying bad,
Who's
but
that lady
yes.
who teaches you how to clean your house and it says, "Does this spark joy?"
Oh
And
yeah, Marie
then
Kondo. Yeah,
yeah, yeah,
yeah.
yeah, yeah. That's how we approach
It's
deck
the Marie
building.
Kondo method of
It's
deck building
no,
for
no, no.
sure.
It's the Bob Ross
Yeah, okay.
of deck building.
Yep, yep.
Sometimes you have
uh
just little happy accidents.
the misplays are just the happy accidents for sure.
Yes, exactly.
um
Especially if they end up being good, kind of Jar Jar-esque, where it's like accidentally dropped the Boomba, but it was
Whoops.
fine.
So yeah, I did that, brought Ventress, kind of rebuilt my whole deck. Uh it played really well in the games that I sort of got to, you know, do that and execute that strategy. And then I got absolutely hammered by like so I played against I think 3 or 4 yellow villain decks and I lost 3 out of the 4. Um I lost against a Cad yellow, a Palp yellow, and a Gar Saxon yellow. And all of the games that I lost, they all went to 3 games. They were all post sideboard when they brought in their confiscates and stuff like that. And they're no good to me deads. And every game that I lost was either like waylay, confiscate, no good to me dead, or all 3. And it
Yeah.
was like either
Yeah.
bounce the thing that you upgrade or just like slow you down so you can't kill me. Or like I would traitorous their thing, they'd confiscate the traitorous, and it was just like I I I I I think it was a couple things like number one, just like probably a bad matchup into those types of decks for Ventress specifically. And also like I didn't really practice that much ahead of time. And if I had done a little bit more prep, I feel like, maybe I'd know how to play around those decks a little bit differently because afterwards, there'd be things that I think about and think like, oh, I wonder if I like, took this line of play, like, would the outcome have been different? Like, should I have attacked here instead, attacked base? There was one game against, I think, Gar Saxon where it's like, I tried to turn the corner too early and he was able to like no gets me dead on the unit that I had lethal with, and then he got to kill me instead. Um, and it's like if I had, had a little bit more experience and practice playing against that deck or a deck like that, I would have known to like,
Yeah.
kill his units, clear his board, and then be able to take over from there. So I think like a combination of sort of rebuilt deck the night before, not nearly enough play experience with it, and like I feel pretty good about how I played in general. There was like one moment in a game where I was like, "Oh, this was really stupid. Why did I do that?" Which I feel, I mean, that's gonna happen to me at least once in a 7 round tournament. Unfortunately, it was like a game that mattered, but it's all right. I had a great time. It was at Crazy Squirrel Games in Fresno. They ran an amazing event. They brought in pizza for everybody, which I didn't eat, but it was great that they did that. They
Mm.
like hosted a very like timely event. Everything was run on time. It was like clean shop, uh, really clear instructions on everything. Really nice staff and opponents. Everything was great. So this was I think just like a really good experience for me. Number one because uh, it makes me want to like practice a lot more for the regionals that's coming up. So I'm gonna, take a lot more time to like actually practice the matchups that I expect to see, and
Mm.
then I like try and lock in a deck a lot earlier. I'm gonna try to lock in a deck, or at least like narrow it down to like 2 or 3 by this week, and then like I got home and I wanted to play more. Like it wasn't like Gen Con last year. I like got home and I was like, I need a break.
Mhm.
This is the complete opposite. It was like I got home and I was like, I built that like Kylo Reanimator deck like that night
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
at like midnight because I drove 2 hours there, 2 hours back, and I was like, I I can't stop thinking about this game. So uh, that was really exciting for me. The fact
Yep.
that I'm like more fired up about the game now than I was even before I had played in that event. Even though like I ended the day 3 and 4, which like fine. I don't like I didn't expect to like win the event or anything like that. Had some great games, great opponents, had a great time, and learned a lot. So I think, taking all that info, bringing it forward with me, I feel much more prepared for regionals than I did before.
Nice. That's awesome. And you played Venture at a
Yeah,
big
I did the
tournament.
thing I wanted to do. I had a lot of fun. I
That's right.
Madi attacked my like the very first game of the day. I hit my opponent for 20 damage on turn 4. And I was happy. Like
Yeah.
I had won the event in my mind at that point. So
That's awesome.
And that person quit the game.
yeah.
Yeah, that's
Uh,
cool.
yeah, and I also got to meet a lot of fans, so that was awesome too.
Yeah.
Nice.
Love that.
Yeah, one thing that we don't do often, and which I think is a big impact in events, especially like we haven't prepped for events in a long time. We've just been
Yeah.
kind of playing whatever.
Hmm.
Is like sideboarding. So like I think you really need to know going to events like this, like what the sideboard game plan is, not only for your deck, but for your opponent's decks.
Hmm.
I feel like so many people are sideboarding upgrade hate. And it's
Yeah.
like,
I'm like I'm not gonna play crazy upgrade deck. I don't think for regionals because yeah, like literally every single opponent that played against sideboarded and confiscates every single
yeah,
one, and they all drew at least one of them in the like game
Mm.
twos and threes.
yeah. So it's like you just remove your traitresses, you flip Ventress on the ground
Yep.
and do that type of stuff, with
Yep.
Yeah.
knowing that they're bringing that crap in. Make them hold them in their hand until you get do something, and then like they're just wasting hand slots at that
Yep.
point.
Yep.
Um,
Yep.
yeah,
And so it does make me nervous playing Chariot for that reason right there cuz I really want
Mm-hmm.
the Jedi lightsaber on him as both a health buff to move past like,
Yeah.
quote unquote
mhm,
I
lethal,
mean, I
but
think if your deck is like reliant on that play line, like I don't think you should
it
play it
doesn't work.
because like you
Yeah.
you will you like
I don't
people
think it
will
is,
side in
but
traitors or confiscates
yeah.
against you, and
yeah,
they will have two
Yeah.
or three of them.
and
Yeah.
definitely citing
Or
in
bamboozles
force
and,
lightning so they
disable
can kill
HP5.
Chewbacca. Or I
Yeah.
mean, not
Yeah,
Chewbacca,
yeah.
kill
Force lightning, 100%.
Yeah, if you missed the
turret.
stream last week, Mike did the most childish thing I've ever seen, and he forced lightning by Jarrett actually killed him.
Honestly, it might be
That was
kind of
awesome.
gas with Chewbacca out too, like killing Chewbacca's,
Yeah,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
yeah. Chewbacca's, yeah,
You just need a lot of resources because they get to a high health total with those
yeah,
Chewbaccas.
Yeah.
yeah,
I guess you only need 4 if they flip to if they're in ground, but yeah,
yeah.
I'll slap it in my
Okay.
Kylo deck.
Well, we have in here that we can take a couple of live questions.
Yeah,
So
absolutely. For
for
those
our
who haven't joined yet, you can join our members only club, and you
yeah,
will watch us live and be able to ask us questions. So y'all go ahead and start spamming some questions in the chat if you haven't already. While we finish up
yeah.
before we get there. Um, was there anything else we had on the docket today? Join our
uh,
Discord for sure. We
yeah.
might be doing a Minnesota meetup.
Yeah,
David?
Yeah.
David's gonna plan
Well,
something
the
exciting and
reason the
fun.
reason Jim's not here is he's really busy planning
Uh-huh.
Perfect.
a really great Minnesota meetup.
Perfect.
So,
Uh,
um but
what
truly, if there are some Minnesota people listening to this and you have ideas for where we should do something like that, cuz I
Mhm,
don't
mhm.
that's the issue. I don't know the area. I don't know it's a lot harder to plan something in another city. But and I don't know, I mean, cuz we just launched this members only club, so we don't know how many are even going. So
it's true.
that could also impact
Yeah, okay, so
what we
if
do.
you're in the club and you are going, let us know. That's step 1.
Yeah.
Uh, step 2, maybe we'll make it open to everybody and we'll just bring something cool for for the members to walk away with,
Sure.
and that'll be a cool thing instead. I have one question for you guys. What are the top like 2 or 3 decks that you're considering bringing to the regional?
Oh, for sure. I think the obvious 3 for me right now is gonna be Han Green, Sabine Green, and I was considering up till now Kira Datavolt because I do really like that deck. I just don't think I have it in me to have to play against,
Yeah, against control.
Have the
grindy
patience.
decks and get to these stupid trench turns where they're just
That was
cycling.
that was like it's I played 7 rounds, that felt like a lot. We're gonna be playing 9 rounds, that's gonna be insane. My back like, I got there and my back was hurting. I felt as old as I am. Like, I had done
Mike,
like a
I want you to bring like a special cushion to sit on
no,
like
you know
old
what?
people do where
I'm
they
gonna
come in.
hire somebody to just, like, massage my neck as I'm playing every single round.
That would
Uh
be such a flex. Like I would feel so uncomfortable playing against you.
it's the extra, like, cringe factor that will give me the
uh,
advantage.
Yeah,
yeah.
exactly. You're gonna
Yeah.
just throw them off their game.
Oh
I
my
mean, part of
gosh.
it was that, like, I had to sit in my car for 2 hours and drive there, and
Yeah,
then
and
sit
then do
for
it.
7
Yeah,
hours and play,
that's legit.
and then
Yeah.
sit in my car for 2 hours and drive back, so that didn't help, but, yeah, I don't know. It was not great.
What about your decks,
Yeah.
D-House?
Well, I'm not a meta slave like you, Jay. So I would probably do Cheer It Green, Cheer It Tarkentown, and
Cheer it yellow
Hantu.
or cheer it blue.
Uh, okay, here's my honest thoughts. I've been thinking a lot about Hantu, and it's been doing very well
Mhm.
in
Mhm.
a lot of different settings. Different people have been. We have seen some Hantu ECL, some Hantu data vaults do well, and it's just a style I really enjoy. I like just being ahead of the curve and dropping things ahead of you and just saying like, I hope you can answer it, because if not, like whether it's dropping a K2SO on 3 resources and it's like you can kill it, or you're taking 4, and if you kill it, you're also taking 3. It's just I love the value you can get from that, whether it's green or blue. I like both of those. So Han, yeah, young Han is definitely a deck I'm looking at seriously. Um
If
uh
people continue moving away from Tarkentown, like, that
yeah,
makes it even more interesting to play Han.
yeah.
So,
I also think I think Han 2 is doing well because it's like people wouldn't do it because of Tarkentown, but again, if you're doing it every single round, it's like,
yeah.
okay, yeah, you're gonna you just accept the fact like you're gonna Tarkentown something at some point. And then it's like, okay, you lost 5 health, and I'm continuing to put out threats. So
Mhm.
I think it's okay. I just don't know. Obviously, normally I'm like red blue hero, but I think green is pretty cracked with Han right now, especially because you can do the Poe thing, the Poe pilot, where you can drop that as at 3 and essentially create a 4/5 in space on
Yeah,
3
yeah.
with no damage, or you can have 2 units, which might be better against some of like the control stuff that wants to do power of the dark side and takedowns and all the things. So yeah, so
I like it.
I've definitely got one eye on young Han, trying to see if I want to go that direction. But you guys keep forcing me and telling me to play Anakin, so
Should at least
maybe I'll
try it.
maybe. Yeah.
That's a deck I have considered as well, Anakin.
Maybe we should all play it because that's one of the ones that I have on my list. My list is made up of, it's a Venn diagram of showcases that I don't have and showcases that I think look cool. So it's either Gar Saxon, Rey, Kylo, Cad Bane, Yoda, Anakin, Mace, Luke, or Vader. And I know that's a long list, but I'm gonna narrow it down this week. I think I've already crossed one of them off the list. I don't remember which one it was, but I actually did already remove one of the ones that I was thinking about. So
All right, we got a couple questions
Yeah, let's hit
from the
those.
chat. So Will asks if you had to pick one more Legends non-canon character that you could have guaranteed to be in this next set,
Legends
who would you want it to be?
non-canon.
ooh,
Star Killer.
that's a good answer.
The big base that Kylo
No,
was on? Oh.
it's the guy from The Force
The Force
Unleashed.
Unleashed.
He does Darth
Sam Witwer.
Maul's voice. Have you never heard of that
No,
guy,
he hasn't.
Sam?
It's Darth Vader's
Trash.
apprentice, right?
Yeah.
My answer is non-canon Darth Jar Jar.
That's
I don't care how they make it happen.
in. They
I
have it
want
in
that.
Fortnite.
Yeah, they have it. They have it in Fortnite, right? Because it was in
Dude.
The Lego
the
show.
Lego thing. So
Oh my
if they bring
gosh.
Darth Jar Jar to Star Wars Unlimited, I will be a happy person.
Yeah, that
It's my
dang it,
favorite
that's-
Star Wars
yeah.
fan theory.
Do
Yeah,
you even know a
it's-
non-canon character, David? Come on.
I do because
He
I've
played one video
played
game one time.
well, I did play Dark Forces, but I honestly know him more because I played X-Wing competitively for a long time, and X-Wing
Yeah, they had a lot of
like
Legends
kind of
characters.
predates the canon. So, so my like favorite deck during those time or deck, my favorite list for X-Wing was Dash Rendar in the YT 2400 and Miranda Doney in the K-Wing. So when they brought the K-Wing to this recent set, I wish it was better, but I was literally thinking about those years with Miranda Doney and Dash Rendar. So maybe Dash Rendar because I just have all these like heavy laser cannon memories from X-Wing. It would bring me lots of feels.
I like it.
So, uh, what did you guys both say the same thing, or did you, Mike?
No,
No.
he said Star Killer. I said Darth Jar Jar.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Gamer Dad, what are the odds we have D House stream live gameplay of KOTOR? Probably 0 to 1%. Because I don't know
So
who
you're
would
telling
actually.
me there's a chance?
I don't know who would actually even enjoy that. I'd be sitting there being like, "What do I hit?" And
Cancel membership.
it was
Yeah, immediately.
All right. Did we get any other question? Yeah, Gamer Dad cancel. That's good. I think those are all the questions we got. We have lots of
Yep.
comments in there, but
Lots of comments.
yeah,
But those were the only questions.
that's good. That's good. Oh, more cancel memberships. That's good.
Great.
Well,
awesome.
We got some slots open for next week, everybody.
Yep.
There we go.
Get your questions answered here live.
That's right. Well, thanks for all the real ones joining us in the live chat today. If you want to join for next time, check out unplayable.gg, hop in our Discord, like and subscribe, all the things. And somebody, if anybody sees Jim, please let us know if he's okay.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, we're worried.
hopefully he can join us next time.
Look
but,
at that. My swag's getting here just in
Oh, is the
time.
mail guy's here? Just in time.
So
Just in
good.
time.
All right, guys. Thanks for watching. See you next time.
Bye.
Bye.